Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Learn with Virali. I'm Virali, your guide on this coding adventure. In today's video, I'll be talking about the terms that needs to be memorized whenever you are planning to take your PMP exam, or if you're already studying for your PMP exam, which are the terms that you need to memorize for you to be ready for the actual exam. So let's get started. So here I'm going to be talking about two different documents that we would be reviewing for preparing for the PMP exam. The first one that I'm going to talk about is the EVM formulas, or earned value management formulas, that definitively comes in the exam, whether in the form of a graph question or just to ask us if the CPI is negative, what does it mean? If the CPI is positive, what does it mean? And so on. So it's very important for us to exactly understand what each of these formulas get us and what to interpret on if the values are positive or negative. So the first one that I have over here is BAC, which is budget at completion. And it actually doesn't have any formula. It is just the total amount of budget or the total amount of money allocated for a particular project. So BAC is budget at completion. Next we have is PV, which is planned percent complete times BAC. Next we have is EV, or earned value, which is actual percent complete times BAC. Next we have AC, which is the actual cost or the total amount of money spent for the project until whatever time period you are calculating on. So it is nothing but the amount already spent on the project. Next we have is CV, or cost variance, which is EV minus AC. Please remember that the negative values for CV does mean that your project is over budget. So always make sure to have CV values positive whenever asked during the exam. Next we have is SV, which is nothing but EV minus PV, and as like CV, it does also mean that the negative values of SV indicate that the project is behind schedule. So you always have to make sure that SV values are positive, indicating that the project is ahead of schedule or it is going as per the plan. Continuing here with the EVM formulas, coming to CPI, which is cost performance index. The formula is EV by AC, and please note that the value here should be equal to 1 or more than 1 for you to indicate that the project is under budget or it is going as per the plan. Next we have is SPI, which is schedule performance index, understanding whether the project is behind the schedule or is ahead of the schedule. So the formula here is EV by AC. Also, unlike CPI, the value should be 1 and over, making sure that your project is ahead of schedule. Next we have is EAC. The formula is BAC by CPI. ETC is EAC minus AC. And next we have is VAC, is BAC minus EAC. And TCPI is equal to BAC minus EV divided by BAC minus AC. So please remember this formula from the EVM perspective or the EVM questions perspective, as it is going to show up for your exam. Okay, so the last thing that we would need now is the 33 process documents. 33 process documents are going to be crucial for your PMP exam, as the questions do come up saying that which document needs to be updated for a certain situation whenever you are managing a project. So let's say if there is a certain emergency wherein you are lacking resources, or what if the vendor doesn't deliver the item on time, there are certain documents that needs to be updated by you as a project manager's task. So these are the documents that needs to be remembered for you to answer those kind of questions. So basically you need to remember 3 different terms, like the project document name. For example, if we are talking about what happens when define activities task is done, or what does the activity attributes mean. So those are the name of the project documents. Next, you need to understand what is this document all about, as in the project document description. And the third one is the process in which they were created. So I have attached all the PDF documents in the link given in the description. So make sure you download these resources and use it for your PMP exam.